everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Just United. It's a big one. Manchester United versus Man City at Old Trafford on Sunday for the Manchester derby. I'm joined by my boy Khalid.
Yo. Whew. Bro, I'm so excited, man. Excited to be back. Excited for this game.
I know it's gonna be a crazy atmosphere on Sunday at Old Trafford.
For real. As we said, man, there can't be any tears. We just need that win, man. We need that W. We need that W.
Only rivals tears. Only rivals tears.
That's it, man. That's it. Bro, I feel like we're in a good position, man. We're in a good position. I feel like things might slowly start to turn for us depending on how we manage this as a team. You know, like, of course, not going to lie. It's been a tough season a little bit. We've had our
tough
ups
season,
and downs.
our worst season ever. Yes, it might be just a little bit tough. Just a little bit tough. Yeah,
that's an understatement. But yeah, man, I feel like we're well and truly in the space now where we're just having to trust. We're having to trust, see what we do as a team, see how we work together, and we just got to give it time. Realistically, everyone wanted results as soon as like Amarim came in, but I feel like, you know, slowly.
Pre-season as well. That's what people forget as well. He's not had a pre-season.
That's it.
Pre-season makes all the difference because then you can get the main training out of the way,
100%.
and then you can focus on like tactics within a game. But if they can't get the basics right, then they ain't going to be able to do the tactics within the game.
That's it.
But yeah, I'm excited for this game. You know, it is a big game, and we do seem to get up for the big games this season. It's against the teams in the bottom half of the table, but you know we're there as well, so I can't really say that. But like teams in and around us now, when we're playing against them, we find it hard because they play a low block and it's difficult to get past. As you could see when we played Nottingham Forest, that game was such a big game for us. 2.27 XG. It was so frustrating. We literally put Maguire on for the last 10 minutes of the game. And, you know, he made all the difference. And, you know, it makes you think, why can't you just play like that in the game? Do you know what I mean? You don't need to do it all game, but in moments in the game, try and do that.
Bro, it's about being clinical. We need that. We've said that. We were saying this the other day. We need someone who can actually finish. I don't blame Amarim for saying, yeah, Maguire got, because he's creating those chances. Yeah. We've seen how he started to save us.
You know what's embarrassing as well from that game?
Yeah.
I think Maguire accumulated more XG in that game than Højlund did in his last 15. Oh. How mad is that?
Oh my gosh. The thing with Højlund is everyone's saying he just needs that service. I think, again, what we spoke about, that attack, that need for being clinical, trying to like work together and finding all those spaces is what we're doing right now. And to be honest, as fans as well, we need it. We need that win. We need that W.
One of the things I wanted to talk about, I know you wanted to talk about a certain City player as well, but before that, I wanted to talk about this because this game could be a catalyst for our season because we beat Man City.
Yeah.
You go into that Lyon game with a little bit of belief. But if we play poorly against City, it could go the other way, which is why this game needs to be a catalyst for our season now because this Premier League season's a write-off. It's a write-off.
We know
Our only hope is Europa in terms of, you know, making it a success of the season. Just like it was under Erik ten Hag when, you know, we had the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. To salvage something out of the season was to, you know, win those trophies. And obviously, you know, I know we got into the Champions League anyway in Erik ten Hag's first season. Yeah. But where we are right now in the league is we can't seem to move above 13th place. So this season, this game needs to be a catalyst for us because, you know what, we beat them already. We beat them, Bruno, with a penalty the last game. And, you know, he's just saying like...
I'm him.
I'm looking forward to giving Pep Guardiola another headache, honestly, because honestly, we caused that man stress in those last few games when he's scratching his head and he's putting them marks on his head as well because he's stressed out.
He's stressed. He is stressed.
One person who's going to have to be on his A game in that game if he plays is Harry Maguire because he's going to be going up against the player that you wanted to be talking about.
Oh, Marmoush, he is honestly... The thing is, with Haaland out, you may have thought, you know, you've got a little bit of a respite there.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is this guy has come and just started blowing teams out of the water.
Exactly. He's on form. He scored in the last few games. He does look dangerous, and they've always seemed to find that right player who are young, have the, you know, the ability to grab the game by its neck and score a few goals.
Yeah. No, definitely. I agree. I think we're kind of still on that process where we're kind of like waiting for players from our academy to rise up. I mean, we've got a lot of great players. You know, we've got Collier, we've got Heaven. I'm excited for a lot of all the,
I'm excited, but do you know what it is as well? Do you know if we're in this position, them kind of players don't get the time to come into the team and
That's
play
it.
because
Especially
you need the
when we
seniors
need
in
it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The urgency is difficult because we need that right now. So this is why they say it's gonna take some time.
This is a big thing for me going into this game, making sure that we have the right lineup. I'll start with yours because I think your team's quite interesting, to be fair.
We know he spills. We know he drills. Onana, big man Onana. I'm hoping, this is the thing, in derbies, he's always shining for us. Let's admit, he's made some pretty key saves in some important matches for us. We need him.
Yeah, if the defence was obviously better in front, he'd be making less saves as well.
Yeah.
And obviously we know the keeper ain't going to change for this game.
That's it. But do you know what? We've got our back line. Of course, we've got man like Big Harry. We need him.
I do
him
think
there.
he deserves a start in this game.
Oh, 100%.
After that little cameo, just because
100%.
he brings the leadership as well, and he did cause quite a lot of chaos in the game against Notts Forest for the last 10 minutes that he came on.
Good player. And of course, Delit, we need him as well. He's shown a lot of, I think, as well as that, he could be in for captaincy as well as Bruno.
Yeah.
If he plays like that and the leadership that he shows and how hard he works for.
No, he's
that
starting
ball,
to prove
that's
himself a little bit now as well.
100%.
And then you've gone with your midfield with your two wing backs.
Of course, with the two wing backs, you know what? They're strong, they're pacey, they can also get the ball up, and again, they work well with Ugarte and Bruno, and that's really why I put them there. And of course, Bruno's a playmaker; he can get the ball up to Zirkzee, and then we've got our forwards and we've got our attack. We need that. Zirkzee is a little bit more inclined to be able to score than Højlund, but Højlund is good for the hold-up play. So we got the young man as well, the young gunner, Garnacho. We need him as well up top with them.
Do you know what? Honestly, I want to get into my team as well.
Go on, bro.
Because
let's see what's going on.
How I would line up if I had the choice, I had to leave one player out, but I probably if I had the choice, I'd put him in my team, and that player I would have dropped Garnacho and I would have put Højlund in. Just because I've gone with top. I think, it brings that unpredictability. It's youth. Like I said, the league's done. We've got nothing left to really play for in the league. Now is your time to think of something different, a different solution, because we got Leon midweek. So I've gone with Cheeto up top. And then I would have dropped Garnacho after his game as well. I think bringing him on as a sub, it bring that a little bit of impetus into the game. And, it'd be better for him to come off the bench. So I would have dropped Garnacho. I would have put Højlund up top. I would have put Zirkzee on the left. And I would put Cheeto on the right. And then I've gone with Ugarte and Bruno, same as you in midfield. But two different changes as well. I've gone with Mason Mount on the right wing back. And then I've gone Delit on the right. And then I'm going Maguire in the middle. Mazraoui on the left centre back. And then I've gone Dalot as the left wing back. Dorgu I've dropped as well. He looked a little bit off it in the last game. His passes weren't quite there. A couple of times he had a simple pass for Garnacho and he just wasn't there. So
a little bit flat, isn't it? Like one dimensional.
But it was. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but I think for this game we need the legs. Mason Mount will bring you that. Ugarte will bring you that. Bruno obviously runs his head off all the time. And then I've gone with, because then you kind of drop into a back four when you need to as well with Mazraoui and Dalot. But honestly, I would have dropped Garnacho. That's my predicted 11. Ooh. Let me know what you guys think of it. Do you think I made the right choice? Do you like it, or do you like Khalid's more? Leave a comment down below. I'm gonna get into the predictions for the game in a little bit, but I want to talk about Man City a little bit more now, just because big team, big game, and they got a few threats in there. They like to line up in a 4-2, 4-2-3-1. Jack Grealish has obviously come back into form as well. Yeah. So we've got him to look out for. Savinho looks decent every time he plays. Skillful on the ball, very fast, very direct. Doku, obviously, he's a danger as well. So City have got their own threats They had the opportunity to rest a few players as well in terms of De Bruyne and Kovacic. We were looking to have Diaz and probably Guardiola starting.
Yeah.
Nunes, and I've gone with O'Reilly just because he's been on quite good form as well. Academy product as well for them. So, you know what? They've got a decent threat from them, but the main two people who I think if, we can keep them quiet, Marmoush is definitely the one for me.
Big threat, man. Big threat. Really.
How about you?
Honestly, I think Doku, pacey, skillful, can be a bit like, can be a bit tricky trying to get a hold of the guy, man. So I feel like, and he's got that strength too. So we need to make sure we definitely have someone there to shut him down. But as I said, I do think Mazraoui always drops down, and he's always that player that we can rely on. So for me, I do feel like he can handle him. Okay. He's got that pace. He's got that mentality. He's a go-getter. So let's see what he does.
Okay. Let's get into the predictions then. Ooh. We're going to be there on Sunday. So if you're there, come say hello. We're going to be filming content all day when we're there. So make sure you come say hello. We got some big things coming this year.
Yes.
It's going to be a crazy game.
I'm excited, man.
So let's get into the predictions then. What are you saying for this game? Tell me.
It's a tough one, I'm thinking... A lot of me wants to say a 2-1, like last time. I feel like we always just about edge it. It's always strange in those matches because someone always scores first half. I'll say something like Bruno scores in first half. Then, you never know. As much as I hate to admit it, you got someone like Marmoush. Let's even hope that they don't score. But say they do, it's most likely
I'm going to be cheeky, though. I'm going to be cheeky because I do think he'll score, but I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win.
Ooh.
Just because I feel like this game, we do get up for big games, and I feel like there's no bigger game other than playing against Liverpool. There's no bigger game than the Manchester derby, and
that is
it's gonna be a tough watch.
Who do you think's gonna score?
I think Bruno will score. Bruno will score, and I'm hoping if Cheeto plays, I hope he gets on the score sheet as well. That was the Manchester United preview for the Manchester derby. Let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. See you later.